chain so smooth, we're built to last. Check the leaderboard, is that on top? It's the funky squad, we'll never stop. Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Going trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. So warrior swag on blast. Combo chain so smooth, we're built to last. Check the leaderboard, who's that on top? It's the funky squad, we'll never stop. Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Going trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Pitches and codes, we know the game. Skilling so hard, they remember our name. Respawn, reload, we don't back down. Funky kings and queens, we wear the crown. Oh yeah! Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Going trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Let's enjoy the ride. Lord Foxy in the house. Oh snap. Oh yeah. Kelly's got the joystick, making it clap. Sarah X-Man causing trouble, bringing the heat.
What up, everybody? How you feeling tonight? It's Tuesday night. Do you know where your moms are at? We do. It is the new year, folks, and it is the first episode of Gamin' I almost fell pod. Gamin' Ain't Easy. First episode of Gamin' Ain't Easy for the new year. And, well, it is the same old as the title says. We just keep everything rolling. Just to let everybody know at the top of the show that much like a few weeks ago where I had to duck out for about 20 minutes or so to go pick up the wife from work, I'll be doing the same again. So the boys at the top of hour 2 will keep the show rolling while I go pick up the lady and all that good stuff. People popping in the chat as we get started. We got Wesson in here. We got Pickles in here. Stevie Mac showing up. And yes, it is time to get gay, baby. G-A-E. Gaming Ain't Easy. I can't believe I almost flubbed the name of the show. But hey, we flub it every now and again and it happens. But alas, I will leave all that behind, just like last year we left it behind, and I will get the crew in here, and let's get this show a-rolling. First off, busiest man on the panel, Mr. Perry Station Pro. How are you feeling tonight, brother?
I'm very good tonight. How are you doing? And how is the chat room doing? How's everyone doing tonight?
Seems like everybody's doing well so far. You got the NWO rolling for life, baby. Of course. Oh, yeah. Got it. And it drives me nuts because I had, and for years, I don't know what happened to it, but I had an OG Wolfpack NWO shirt, the one black one. And now, of course, I'm trying to throw back one of those, and they want a bit of money for them. But maybe I'll see if I can get.
I had an OG NWO shirt from Walmart like in 98, 99. And then I bought, when they came back in 2002, I bought that shirt. And then my wife made this shirt because I ain't paying $40 plus $10 shipping. And then they added the W on the bottom of the logo, which is like the WWE logo on it. I was like, I'm not paying for that.
Right. No,
so we got the template online. She made the shirt.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm probably going to end up having to do. Not so much because, like, the newer WWE logo would bug me, but I'm just fat, so I need an extra fat shirt. So
it happens.
It does happen. That's what happens when you get old. So, But anyway, let's get the beast from the east, You're Wicked Hot on the show now, and he's rocking a new logo and everything. He's looking real classy.
Yeah, we're looking hot, feeling hot. Everything's hot on this side of town, baby.
There it is, man.
Doing good.
Doing good. And man, just again, chat just popping off. Got a new name in here I don't recognize. Mini 8-Ball 33. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. So, and again, Stevie Mac, show up PWO. Yeah, crowd's starting to roll in and looking beautiful as always on a Tuesday night. That's always the most important thing, is that y'all are looking beautiful. First off, how was y'all's New Year's?
Pretty good.
Relaxing. Yeah, relaxing, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I had people over. But
oh, there you go.
Family. Yeah, it's a family over, and it wasn't too bad. There was a couple of rugrats running around, and I was just trying to make sure they didn't break anything, because I tried to put everything.
It's a brand new house.
I tried to put everything away, and I was like, oh, they still got into some stuff. But overall, good night. And I just rested up the next day and just chilled.
There you go. It's basically what I did. The wife was working both New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, so I just chilled with the boy and played video games and shit. So that's how that rolled. But yeah, nice that I don't drink anymore, so it's, you know, that part of that's gone, and at least I don't wake up feeling like I'm half dead already.
Yeah. Sagging dirt.
Yeah. But all right, well, let's get on to it here. First off, what do we got? What have we been playing this week? Perry, what have you been playing on this week?
Man, I always draw a blank when this happens.
Everything under the sun.
Yeah,
I was just playing something the other day. I can't remember. Okay, I played this game over here.
Oh man, dude. God, what? You played some Resident Evil? I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say you streamed some Resident Evil.
I played this. Frank lent me this game.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Because I wasn't buying it. Because I didn't finish the first game. And Frank, he beat the first game like 20 times. So he got this game. And I played it for about, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes the other day. It's okay. I'm not really one way or the other about it. It is what it is.
It's a samurai game.
He's over the moon. Can't you tell?
Well, the kills are pretty cool, but besides that, I mean, there's nothing really. So far, I don't see any substance to it, but it is what it is.
Okay.
But I didn't have to pay for it or buy it, so shout out to Frank. And then we were playing mini golf on the Oculus MetaQuest 3S with Noof Nukem.
I was going to say, I know you guys were popping on with Noof because you guys were doing the whole VR thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we also played Halo Infinite last week with rockets and shit, so that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I missed that. I missed out on that. I was bummed because I fucking was in the middle of. So.
Yeah. Mini 8-Balls, my buddy Connor. What's going on, buddy? And he's balls deep in what is it? What are you in, Man's Sky? I think I saw you playing Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky. And we see Caitlin Biggles popping in. But Wicked, what you been playing on this past week?
Ooh. Well, me and Stevie, we're balls deep in Division, the first one, and we are about 3/4 of the way done with the story. We are slowly clearing all the special missions, and then we're gonna go right back down and grab all the side missions and just clean sweep. But dude, it's awesome. Runs at 60 frames. It's like a free update. Man, makes the game just that much more enjoyable. And other than that, like a little bit of Battlefield, and I can't really think of anything else. Kind of like I've been all over the place, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
All right. Well, that's cool. And then we were talking prior to going live, and I got to go ahead and get the Division updated so I can jump in with you guys, because I haven't played it in years, and so now it's like, I got to give me something else to play. So, and speaking of which, still rocking through.
Third man.
Yep,
he's the masked man, Stevie. He's gonna join us.
Yeah, I'm gonna join in. But speaking of what we've been playing, I've been still rocking through Mega Man. You know, I've just about done with Mega Man 5. Now I'm going to go through both Legacy collections, and then but yeah, just about through 5. My overtime at work is done, so it's like now I actually have a bit more time. But yeah, I'm kicking around the idea of whether or not I'm going to get the X Legacy collections, because I like the classic series a bit more than I like the X games. But the first 3 X games are good, but I don't know if I'm going to do those yet. Not, I haven't decided. They're still $20 on PlayStation Network, and it's just like, what are we doing here? You can give us a classic series for like $3, but we're going to try and sell those for 20. But that buddy of mine just reminded me that I'm going to have to jump back into Warframe because the new story updates dropped. So we are now into the old war. So I'm probably going to go ahead and, over the course of the next few months, probably drop another 300 damn hours into the game. But
wow, love it. Time suck.
I say that, and I'm exaggerating, but I did honestly last year in Warframe. I think I put something like 350 hours into the game.
Wow,
it's just like I don't normally do that. So, but anywho. Enough all of that. We'll get rolling into tonight's topic. We don't have many topics to go on to because, there's different stuff going on, but we're going to start seeing an influx of news being a New Year's, coming up. I know Xbox has the developer direct coming up really soon. We'll talk about that when that drops and all of that, but something that interested me and I really want to get Perry's insight on it too, because you run a game store. But starting to notice, and I'm going to start getting some screenshots up in here just to kind of talk about it. But you're starting to notice some older consoles. I mean, now normally when older consoles kind of start, getting up there in years and they become more desirable, they go up in price. It's obviously what the secondary does. But lately, the 3DS and the PS Vita in particular have really just been kind of jumping up, and you can kind of see these prices here. Like the cheapest one is a 2DS, and it's the red and black one. I believe that says it's 100 because it's real small on my screen for some reason, but it's like $167. And this is a used game site that I've been a frequent customer of for probably close to a decade now, and they've never done it wrong.
Some guy's calling you out in the chat room. He just cursed you out.
What?
Wait, who is? Where?
There's Noof. Noof's in the chat.
Noof. Oh, there he is. Hey, what's up, Noof? I'm like, what's going on? What did I do? Boom, boom, kaboom.
I just said that to get you to look at the chat.
Oh, God. Well, sorry about that. I'm like, what the hell? I'm trying to do one thing, and then, oh, Jesus Christ. When you said call me out, I'm like, what did I do already?
He's calling you the table. Yeah, for everything you've done.
We got another new name that I don't recognize here in the chat too. Chrissy Bakley. Very cool for you to tune in. Awesome.
Welcome.
Very nice to see you. Welcome. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. But anywho, as I was saying, like I said,
take your shirt off.
I will later. The cheapest 2DS right here is like $170, but we're seeing a lot of the 3DS ones are getting up to like being like $300 and $400. And then when we go over to the Vitas here in a second, they aren't as astronomical, but they're still shooting up there. And these are relatively new. What's up, Dreadpool? I'm getting sidetracked already. What's up, Dreadpool? But so we see all the 3DSs here, real high prices. And then Vita, not as bad, but they're still getting up there. Like these prices have never dropped. And I've been watching because the PS Vita is one of the few handhelds that I don't own and I want one. And unfortunately, those prices just haven't gone down. That's been steady for like 6-7 years now. And it's like, what's that?
Wait a minute. These ones are on these ones say they're quote unquote on sale, but did you see one of the 3DSs was like $450?
Oh yeah. The thing about this site, yeah, I will go back here. Was it this screen or was it the screen before? I can't tell.
I mean, oh God, that's even more. It was the screen before. One more.
Yeah. Okay. So it's probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that one. It's,
What
yep, it's the
website is this?
456.
Is this DK Oldies or whatever the fuck they're called?
No. I don't fuck with DK Oldies. Fuck that site.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm
this is
saying.
Lukey Games. This is Lukey
Games.
Games.
Yeah, he's another overpriced, but go ahead.
See, normally I don't have an issue with this guy. Normally he does me pretty good. That's why I've been a customer.
He's been around for a long time.
Yeah, he has been around for a long time. But and not only I'm only just using this more as like an example, but you go to eBay and it's literally the same shit, man. You got people like even busted up like 3DSs and Vitas are going for a couple of $100 a crack.
I know why.
And we got yeah. And we'll get into that in a sec because it's interesting stuff. We got MILF Man showing up. We acknowledge you. So the fingers up for him real quick. And yes, just like you stated, Perry, MILF Man, Cougar Man here, he's saying the same thing. Like I said, it depends. I've never had an issue with them, and I like their customer service. I will say some of their stuff did go up. Like I was real shocked to see some of their Dreamcast stuff skyrocket, but then again, that's also an indicator of the secondary when you look at eBay and it's the same shit. But the thing about it is, especially the 3DS, is the ease of modification on it, and hacking and whatnot. You can get emulators running on these things real easy. So they're starting to become more and more desirable. And the thing is now I love my 2DS. I have a 2DS myself. I got the Super Mario Maker edition. Let me get it on camera real quick because I still play it frequently myself. So that's that. And I keep it clean. I love my 3DS. Oh yeah. I also got a shout out you, Perry. You were playing Resident Evil. Got a shout out Anthony from Let's Talk Resident Evil because he was rocking a star shirt as he was running through some of his RE playthroughs this week. So show some love. But anyway, but I was also looking at because I eventually would like to get my hands on like a 3DS XL or one of those, the clamshell types. But it's really like I was stating, it's a ease of modification and ease of hacking and dumping ROMs and emulators on these things. So we're seeing it skyrocket. What's interesting is that the market for these is still very active, for these older consoles, like even more so now that we're seeing console the current gen console prices either stay the same or go up. So it's like, I guess the first part of what I want to get at before we really get into the meat of it is, do we think maybe part of it is because they're like, well, I can pick one of these up, hack them. Some of the games are still relatively cheap, and I don't have to run out and get current gen hardware. What do we all think? Perry, take us away.
These have been going up for the last, I would say, 4 years, 3 years, slowly, but they've been going up. A lot of people, and this is what I'm seeing on my end, a lot of the people spending the money on these things are people that actually grew up with these things. They grew up with the original DS, like how we grew up with the Nintendo. We're always going to buy like NES stuff. They're growing up with that stuff. Now they're adults, and now they want to buy all the games that they couldn't buy, or they want to buy the upgraded model that they couldn't afford back in the day.
Sure.
A lot of it is hacking, and a lot of it isn't hacking. You'd be surprised because people will come in, drop the money on the machine. Well, I think the last 3DS that I sold, 3DS XL, I think that was over the summertime, and that was an easy 280. Yeah. It was like 280. I'll be right there. Guy comes in, pays for it, leaves. But they'll drop the money on the machine. They'll buy games. Now, what we've been hearing in the last couple of months is that a lot of DS games are basically they're not working anymore. The cartridges are starting to stop working. So I think that would probably get a lot of people to switch over to the hacking scene just so they could download the games that they have or had and just load these things up, because there's a lot of people that do that. They're doing it right now with the Fire TVs and the on TV boxes. They're buying them and then hacking them, jailbreaking them, and then they're putting all the channels on them and stuff like that. the prices aren't going to come down, especially now because there is a RAM crisis and that's affecting freaking everything.
Yeah.
So I think people are trying to get ahead of the curve here and get these machines and lock them down, and then they'll worry about getting SD cards and doing all the hacking and stuff like that. Like you said, you can hack these things. You don't even need anything. You don't need anything extra. You don't need any special tools anymore. You used to have to get a flash card to do all that. Now you don't have to do any of that. You download a few files and you put it in a certain mode, and then you're done. You can get right in and put all your games on there. But yeah, this is half of it is people that want to hack it, and half of it is people that grew up with it that just want to repurchase it and have it because they've traded it at some point, or like I said, they want to upgrade to a newer model. I see all sides of that. But they are very popular because I get calls for them all the time, all the handhelds.
And that's wild to hear still, and especially now because in the age of the Switch, in the Switch 2, that these are still incredibly popular. Wicked a little bit. Give a little bit of a consumer perspective. We got the sales perspective. Now maybe get like a consumer perspective here.
I got one for you. I think it's I was thinking about it earlier when you sent it in the group chat, and I think it's from the other side of it. I think it's a reaction to the market. When certain people out there, they can't get the system, it's going up in price. They were probably people that just waited halfway through a generation. Next thing you know, this generation was the one that was different than all the others, and prices did not go down. They shot up. And now with RAM being what it is, it's probably going to go up more. It's not even like you can just go the PC route because that's got another hula hoop within another hula hoop of itself. So I think from the consumer standpoint, and maybe they're sick and tired of that part, but it's also adding, the online library, the connectivity, There, some people might just be like, you know what? If they're just going to raise the market and do what they want, F that. I'm going to go to Perry Shop and I'm going to go buy a 3DS where they can't rip the game from me. I'm going to go buy a PS2. I'm going to go buy an Xbox, a 360, and I take these games and play them so they can't rip them away from me, and things like that, or older systems and whatnot. I think it just there's a fraction of the pie is a reaction. I'm not saying it's all of it, but I think there's like a slight percentage where they're just pushing back on the market.
Yeah, and it's interesting because Milfman here makes a point, and so does Venom Dave. And what's up, by the way, Venom Dave? See you in the chat, and I also saw Frank made it. So get those acknowledgments as we go. Maybe I won't flub later. But it's Milkman says it also doesn't hurt that current gaming sucks and it's mostly sword fighting games and RPGs, aka cures for his insomnia. I get that. I'm not big into a lot. I'll play some of the sword fighting ones, and it's just like, okay, I'm good. I don't need to play every single one. I haven't been into RPGs since like Final Fantasy VI, so I'm there with them on that. And then Venom Dave puts it very bluntly, very eloquently. Backlog. And there are excellent games for these consoles, these 3DS and Vita in particular. Because like I said, I still regularly play mine, and I'm shocked when you said, Perry, that some people are starting to say that some of the old DS games are actually going out, like they quit working. Now that kind of worries me a bit. I'm going to knock on wood right now, but I don't have an issue with any of the carts that I have. All of a sudden, they're going to all explode in my living room.
Well, we've had what was that when Uncharted 4 came out on PlayStation 4? I had somebody probably less than a year after it came out. Someone came in the shop who he's a regular. He traded the game in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, all right, let me load this up. When he left, he did the trade. He left. I put it in the PlayStation. Wouldn't read the disc. I look at the disc. The disc was brand new.
So just defective right out the gate.
Just defective right out the gate. Because here's the thing: a lot of people don't understand this. And this is why I've cautioned this over the last few years with physical stuff. I get people want physical. I understand that. That's fine. But I will say there is a problem with disc rot, and it's a problem with older games and a problem with newer games as well, because the companies they manufacture these things on the cheapest materials. They don't care. Look at Warner Brothers and Sony. They've been having to pull their movies lately, even the 4K movies that they have out there, because they paid the companies to manufacture these things. The companies cheapened out and used the cheaper chemicals, and the discs aren't playing properly because of it. Like, you never know. They're hearing things now about more of the Warner Brothers films, the cases, the chemicals from the cases. If it's enclosed in the case for like a week or 2 weeks, that starts to affect the disc. So all this weird stuff.
Do I gotta put my disc in a fucking binder again, or what? Like, what are we talking about here, Perry?
Well, I'll say this, and this goes to the point here. If people are buying these things to hack, you better line up all the physical stuff that you own for the DS and rip those fuckers to your SD card. Then take that, put it in your computer, back it up. Put it in your Google Drive, burn it to a disk, back your stuff up. And I'll say that to your disc-based games, everything. Because I had back in 2020, all my GameCube games, I don't know, about 10 games, just disc rot. And they look brand new. They won't work.
No kidding.
I tried on the Wii, a bunch of GameCubes I got in the house. So I took my remaining collection. I took the hacked Wii and I ripped them all into ISO format.
Okay.
And I got rid of a ton of them. I only kept a couple of them. I was like, you know what? If they're going to start going out, let me get money for them now. Right. And I already have them backed up, so I can play them whenever I want. No big deal. And I cleared out my whole GameCube library. I got maybe about 10 games, if even, that are left. Maybe less than that. I don't know.
Wow.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys never know. Like, always back your stuff up. Because these discs were not made to last. The cartridges were not made to last. They didn't expect you to keep these things for 20, 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's unfortunately the drawback of being a collector. And that's
look at Mike Mullis, our buddy. So he used to report for Sega and all that stuff and do all that. Mm-hmm. He was press and all that for during the Dreamcast era. Right. And he's got, I believe he has every Dreamcast game. I'm not sure, but he's got like a majority of the library of Dreamcast. He went to stream about a year ago. He was streaming, so he's like, "Oh, let me pull a game off the shelf." Yeah. One game didn't work. Another game didn't work. Another game didn't work. I think he went through a bunch of games and he was like, "These don't work anymore." No, and they look brand new. They just disc rot.
No.
And then
that's the worst feeling.
That's when he got the ODE for the Dreamcast, and he's been loving that thing ever since. And he streams that all the time.
Like, wow, that sucks.
And that's I still got to send you mine to do that for mine. We'll have to arrange so shit. Maybe when I just head out that way in June, I'll just bring it with.
Yeah.
You might as well.
Yeah, but and that's something very, because again, like I said, I just keep knocking on wood the entire conversation because I don't want to jinx any of it, because it's like,
that's it.
I had issues with the consoles itself and not the media.
Right.
So it's like, because once I pop something into I don't want to say a better maintained console, but something, because, a lot of my stuff are like older units,
Yeah.
It's like, yes, they're going to be a little bit more finicky, but somebody who's got one that's maybe like gone in and maybe revamped some shit and then they work fine. So I'm just going to keep knocking on wood. But yeah, it's an interesting thing to even think about too, just backing stuff up. And especially again, on the topic at hand with like and 3DS in particular, just rip it and then it's all there, So
just back it up just in case, because one day you might want to play Ocarina of Time on the 3DS, and guess what? Might not work. But at least you have it backed up and you can still access it. Because the eShop is done on that thing. You can't even legally purchase it. So
Yep. Yeah, you can't access that anymore. And that was I remember the day they pulled it offline, because I was kind of getting a couple of last minute things. I'm like, oh, let me make sure my my money, my wallet's clear on there, so I don't have anything sitting in this, that, and the other thing. Got a couple of cheap downloads, and then when I saw it go off, and I'm just, shed a tear and poured one out for the eShop that night.
Oh my god, dude, that's too wild. That's like the Halo 3 guys. Yeah, the server is supposed to shut off 30 minutes ago. Then it just shuts off in the video.
I try, it's funny because you mentioned that, and I think it was when they pulled the OG Xbox stuff off, and I was hanging around in the Halo 2 lobbies and shit. I went in and played a bunch of games with some friends and shit, and hung out for a little bit, just kind of sitting and waiting. I didn't make it near as long as like those dudes who were like hardcore in there. I forget they even had the guy's name who was like the last dude there. But that's always something to just kind of, it was wild to think about, just to be there for a bit and then just like, oh, it's going to be gone the next day.
Bro, this weekend is the last weekend for Anthem, baby. Holy Grail Anthem made by EA.
Yeah.
That's you know what? I actually have a copy of that on the shelf at work for $4.99. I guess maybe live on the show, I should put it in a paper shredder and just shred the disc.
There you go. It's funny because I bought mine for $5. I was supposed to, I forget the group. I know it was a group of guys from Game Dosage. I know that for a fact because that's why I bought it. And they convinced me to buy it. Bought it. Nobody jumped on that weekend, and then nobody talked about it ever since. So it's been sitting on my shelf since. And it's like, nobody, now it's going to be going away. So I'm like, okay, well, that's just, I guess, a fun conversation piece, I suppose.
That's right, Noof. Game Pass
man can stop the rot.
Wicket looks like the guy from A Link to the Past that robs you in the woods. The Lost Woods. I don't know why. His ears are sticking out tonight.
I
got
I got a a little monkey if I do that, dude, man.
Oh my lord.
Monkey man.
So then we go into it. We got, obviously we discussed, the ease of modifying and hacking and stuff like that. And now backing it up, and it does in fact make, it seems like really, because you even mentioned backing it up is super easy, especially with the 3DS. We haven't really touched on the Vita. Wait a minute. Let's do that first before I move on with that thought, because I don't own a Vita. I can't speak on it, but I know that's also been part of the conversation as well. Have you guys had any experience with maybe like modding a Vita or doing backups like that or stuff like that at all?
Oh yeah, I've done all that. I've been all over those for years.
Never done that. Never touched it. Never looked at it.
I actually have a PS5 on like one firmware above the current jailbreak firmware, so I got to wait for that to be hacked.
Oh yeah, because they've been talking about that too. Because now they're about to jailbreak the.
Oh well, that's something different, and I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. But I'll tell you what, man, they're in big trouble because every chip out there, every PS5 out in the wild right now, is affected by that.
Whoa! What's this? What?
Oh, it's good actually. You'll be able to jailbreak every PS5 that's out there right now.
Oh yes, we need the Star Wars game.
No, you don't need. No, you don't need. That's another misconception. You don't need that game. Somebody needs that game so that they can get the codes out of the chip, which they already did. And once that code is out of the chip, someone needs to figure out how to implement it in other consoles.
Yeah,
everyone's running out there buying the stupid game when they don't even need it.
And are you that man with all the codes?
The code is on Twitter. Actually, you can just download
codes it. Are behind the parry.
What I find funny is the PS5 code is out there, but they will not release the PS4 code, and they have it.
Really?
So
they have it, but they won't drop it. Huh?
They won't drop it. So they're doing the PS5 on purpose because they're saying "F you, Sony."
Right.
Hostage situation.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
now they get all the games.
Release the codes.
The PS4 code, I don't know why they're hanging on to it, but they're hanging on to it.
And you would think, well, but then again, it wouldn't really do. Oh no, it's hard to say because there are still a lot of people who haven't gone and even now made the leap to the PS5 because due to cost. People are still playing on PS4, and it still does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. You know what it is though? When these codes got put out for the PS3, that's why you can put custom firmware on any PS3 right now, except for the Super Slims. But you could still do a untethered jailbreak on that thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and the Super Slim is the one with the sliding slot, correct?
Yeah. That requires. I made a mistake. That requires a tethered jailbreak, whereas all the Fats and most of the Slims don't require a tethered jailbreak.
Okay.
You literally put a stick in with a modified installation file, and then you're in. You're jailbroken. And that's what's going to happen to these machines now that this code is out there.
The PS3, my friend. That sounds interesting. That sounds very interesting.
That was years ago. That was like 10.
Yeah, I knew about that.
When those keys got leaked out, that was a huge deal. And I mean, this is a huge deal too for PS5. The only way Sony could fix this, and this is what happened to Nintendo with the first run of Switches. They have to create a new chip that patches all that shit out because you cannot patch the physical hardware.
No,
with this problem. So you have 5 years full of PlayStations out there that can get hacked. The minute that this thing is out in the wild and implemented, anybody can do it. So
that's oh man, mine at PS3 sounds
for the game
a good time.
Oh yeah,
you have a lot of PlayStation legacy.
The PS3, I mean, you can hack that in like 5 minutes. Like that's been a thing for years.
Oh
yeah,
you know what? I'm gonna run down there.
You better go dig it out of storage or whatever if you ain't got one.
Heather Locklear's brother, Blaine Locklear. He's the guy you want to look for on YouTube.
Okay.
Blaine Locklear.
Like he is not related to Heather Locklear.
That's his claim to fame. My sister's Heather Locklear, and I hack game consoles.
I just say that because his last name is Locklear, and it's just
funny.
Oh my goodness.
Noof says it here. Backlog is big enough without hacked shit. I don't know, man. I mean, you hack it and then you have access to everything, and then you just ain't got to worry about it. But I get that too.
It's not just piracy. You can play modified games. You can, if games have locked like DLC or something that's already on the code or whatever. If there's stuff that's just on the disc, and you can't get access to it, you can get access to it now. Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tons of modifications, cheat codes, all that. Frame rate patches.
I
don't know if you guys know this, but Resident Evil Remake is locked at 30 FPS on PS4 and Xbox One. However, if you have a packed PS4, you can unlock the frame rate at 60 FPS.
Ooh.
And it doesn't hinder the game at all. I beat the whole game. No issues. So Capcom, for whatever reason, left it locked, and they just never put a patch to unlock it. So stuff like that. Like you get a performance boost, you get all that stuff.
Okay. Well, it's just an interesting conversation to have, and then, because again, you mentioned, and then this is an interesting conversation that Noof
can you say bring. That I'm reading as I'm reading this.
Yeah, as you're reading that. That's an interesting conversation. Noof is worried about 30 private areas. But yeah, no, it's interesting. And again, because it's like I mean, obviously you hear about this over the years anyway with a lot of these older consoles, especially the stuff like, PS3 and Vita and 3DS and stuff like that. Because it's like they were.
If you hack the Vita or the 3DS now, right? You install the Homebrew Store.
Yeah.
And in there you can find an app. I forgot if it's called Homebrew Store or not, or if that takes
the other app. Or another.
Right, and it takes you to the app. Dude, you go to the list, every game is on their server. You just download the game right to your SD card. So for Vita, they have everything. They have all the US Vita games. They have PS1 games emulated. They have PSP games emulated. They have PSP movies emulated. They have everything. You literally don't have to buy anything else. You have to buy maybe the Vita SD card thing adapter, put it in there,
Yeah.
format it so you have enough room, and you're in. Like, you just need the machine. You don't even need the games anymore.
Yeah. And that's the thing, because again, this becomes like I was, getting to my point as I was waffling on with the, digital store from being able to just download these games and stuff like that. And then with the hacks coming out, and then all of a sudden, boom, now you just have access to everything. Like you said, you get into a homebrew section.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, and with them being older consoles on top of that, these companies are not going to sweat like, oh, well, we made our money off of this, so we're not going to worry about like cracking down on it and banning IPs and banning gamer tags or, network IDs or whatever.
Do you know why the PlayStation Classic had like no games on it? Because in meetings, Sony said people are just going to hack this shit anyway. Just throw whatever we own on it.
Which is what they did, and it was, and that was another one that was like pretty easy to hack, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Just put everything on the USB stick and you're in.
Yeah. And that, because it was, because unfortunately for that the PlayStation Classic, that mini one, unfortunately it was a lackluster lineup out of the box to begin with. But once people are like, oh, this is all you got to do to hack it, things disappeared because, hey, I can just dump whatever I want on here now.
That's why Sony didn't even bother getting licenses for a lot of that stuff. Because people were mad. They're like, oh, they didn't put all these RPGs on there. It's like, they're not going to license it when the thing's going to get hacked anyway.
Yeah, right.
You're going to buy it. You're going to hack it. They're going to make their money of you buying it. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's to me, it's just wild to see. And what I really, and I guess part of me really likes to see it too, especially because, and with all of us here, we've been gaming for so long, we consider ourselves old school gamers, this thing, blah, 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 blah.
You guys,
but what's really nice. Go ahead.
You guys remember, do you guys know anything about what happened with Microsoft and piracy for the 360?
Oh, I know parts of this. I'll
tell you really quick. All right.
Yeah.
So the Xbox 360 was hacked like immediately, the disk drive. Everyone started buying DVD plus R DL discs, blank ones. And those companies like Verbatim, they made a shit ton of money off that because nobody was buying those discs before that.
Yeah.
So they made a ton of money off that. So I'm sorry, Microsoft goes, okay, they can have their fun. But the minute the holidays roll around, we're banning everyone's consoles. So they had to go out and buy new ones for Christmas. And it helped their bottom line.
Yep.
So they actually use piracy as a weapon.
Yep. Because it's funny you bring that up, because I had two of my buddies who had their consoles banned. Like, and it was funny, and it was
right around the November time frame, because then they would bring those numbers, be like, oh yeah, look at the holidays, we beat Sony, we beat the shit out of these guys. It's because everyone's buying another fucking console.
Yeah, I had to buy a console,
and they kept the banned one and kept it offline.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh yeah, it was like, and it was a ridiculous thing too, and it showed up on Xbox Live like this user's.
But they would let you play pirated shit all year long, but the minute November hit until January, February.
Yep,
you were knocked out.
Oh yeah,
that was wild. Let you think you were playing chess when you were playing checkers. Only to let you know.
It was like ready. I said, just seeing it. This account has been banned till like December 31st of 9,999.
That happened to me. I got banned because they put the Halo 3 demo on Crackdown. So I downloaded Crackdown to play the Halo 3 demo. They let me play it, whatever. That Monday, I was banned. And they did that because they want you to go out and buy a new machine and buy Halo.
Yep. Yeah, because they weren't banning people who did that. They weren't banning their IPs. They were just banning the consoles.
Yeah, the console.
So
and they weren't banning the account either. They were saying, hey, we're going to leave the account alone. You're just going to go out and buy a new machine.
Yeah.
Like, they knew what they were doing. Like, it was funny. It was actually funny back then. Like,
it was.
I didn't even take offense to it. It sucked, but I was like, at least let me keep my account, man. Like, I'm good. Like, I'll just go buy another one. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. But the point I was trying to make before I have to rush out of here for a few minutes, was just it part of me, it made, again, the old school kind of like gamer in me, and like all of us, it makes me feel good to see that these consoles are still desirable. And it makes me feel good to know that in the face of like these rising prices and these shitty practices that all of these companies are doing right now with the current gen, and especially, instead of lowering prices, we're continually seeing them to go up and this, that, and then like RAM shortages. And then, things were even spoke about that where that might not even be like as bad or whatever. And there's a whole lot of like uncertainty, but it's nice to see that some things like this will always be certain. It's like, yeah, you want a game? Well, here, don't worry about the new gen. That shit's all, cattywampus and fucked sideways. Mm-hmm. Go get you a 3DS or a PS3. And then just crack it. And you ain't got to worry about nothing. And it's not like they're going to sweat you for it anymore because that shit's long gone.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but the reason why that the broken ones sell is because over the last 10 years, a lot of these homebrew console modder guys, they've created something called consoleizers for the handhelds. So if you get a DS with a broken screen, or you get a Game Boy Advance with a broken screen, you take the actual motherboard out, pop it in the consoleizer, connect the components, which, is like ribbon cables. You got an HDMI port, and you can now play your Game Boy Advance right on your TV.
Whoa. Right, which is
they have that for the 3DS, like not the 3DS. I'm sorry, they have it for the Virtual Boy as well.
Yep.
You don't want to bend your head down and look at that thing. Take the guts out, put it in the consoleizer. You're playing on your TV.
There you go. Whoa. But it's just something. Again, it's just it's nice to see because and again, like I have my I play current stuff just like we all play current stuff and this and that. But it is getting pretty brutal out there when it comes to the newer gen stuff, and it's just like to see stuff rising for whatever fucking reason. It's always nice to see like, okay, this stuff is here. Yeah, part of it sucks because you're seeing some of these prices skyrocket because they are super desirable, but at the same time it's like, well, it's good because then at least this stuff won't get messed with. Like when people are going to start cracking into like the PS5s and stuff, once Sony gets a hold of those accounts and shit, they're going to just start banning people and this, that, and the other thing, which that would be expected.
It's funny. You can I have a banned PS5 because I bought one on eBay years ago for like $200 when the machine just came out. This thing was banned for $200. I was like, let me get one of these, check it out, because I use it as a kiosk for the shop because it's not going to go online anyway. Right. But if you have a banned console, Sony still pushes out the updates for the game, and they still push you out updates for the machine because they're afraid you're going to hack it, and they don't want you to hack it. They'd rather you buy the discs and just play the game offline than you hacking it. So they are they're very afraid.
They are, and as they should, because that stuff gets cracked. Like you said, everything's out there, and then nobody's got to drop money, and then they lose money.
And with the 360s, I don't know if this goes deep. I don't know if you guys know this, but
how deep?
It goes pretty deep, man. Almost balls deep.
It goes balls deep.
Here's the thing, really quick with that. The 360, if your console got banned, all you had to do was find somebody that had a broken machine, or somebody that had it's called a key vault, and they were selling these things for like $5, $10, whatever.
Yeah,
you inject that key vault into your console, and you're back online.
Yeah, I guess I'd heard of those too.
And they had it for PS3. I mean, all that bullshit. You had to find a broken machine that wasn't online anymore, and as long as that key was good, take that and put it in your machine, and you were back online. Like, this is shit that's going to happen with all these machines. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. All right, fellas, we'll keep the show rolling. I'll be back in about 15, 20 minutes. All right.
All right.
You know how I would repair I learned how to repair Xboxes is because I was hacking the fucking Xboxes. And from hacking the Xboxes, you use the same tools that you would to hack them to fix them. So I fixed a million Xboxes, fixed a million PS3s, just based on that stuff, those tools, the hacking tools.
So what is the easiest system to mod, or easiest one that you have modded?
Well, right now, one of the easiest ones is Xbox 360 with the soft mod. You don't even need to open the machine anymore. You don't need to put a chip in there, none of that bullshit. You just get a file on a USB, stick it in there, boom, you're in.
What the fuck?
And again, that started off with Tony Hawk. You needed Tony Hawk's American Wasteland in order to get this hack going. Then you needed Rock Band. But then they got it to a point where you don't need any games. You just plug in a freaking USB stick.
Oh my God.
And that's what's going to happen with this Star Wars game. That's why everyone's running out and buying this stupid thing. It's like, that's the entry point for now, but that's going to trickle down to like USB stick. So just wait. Everyone save your money. Don't run out and buy that stupid game. You can hack the Vita in probably like 5 minutes.
That's gnarly. The 360 one sounds dope. I would love to just boop. Pop.
I did it on the channel. I got videos on that.
Oh man, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna have to pop.
The Switch, you kind of people hacked the Switch one with a paper clip. That's how crazy that one was.
The fuck?
A paper clip. And again, that was the situation that the PS5 is in right now. Nintendo had to redo the chips, and the chips after that cannot be hacked.
Yeah, there's only a certain gen, right, for the Switch one.
Yeah, the first, I think, 2 years of Switch one.
Yeah.
Because the one with the red box with the improved battery, that was the one that had the board that was like patched or whatever the hell they called it. But
I know what you mean. My buddy did one of those.
Yeah.
Damn. A PS3 one just sounds dope.
The original Xbox, I mean, you could do that in like 5 minutes as long as you know what you're doing.
Do you have to tear it apart, or is it a plug-in kind of play kind of thing?
No, just USB again.
Really? Shit.
You had to buy one of those USB adapters for the original Xbox. It was like $5. You put all your stuff on a USB stick.
Yeah.
Plug it in there, and it shows up as a save file. You click the button, boom, you're in a custom dashboard. You install the stuff.
Oh my goodness.
We put what was it, like 5 years ago? Me, Frank, and Anthony, we put 2 terabyte SSD in our original Xboxes.
Sweet mother of pearl.
And then I got what is it? My Sega Saturn with the ODE. I have 2 terabyte. I'm sorry, not 2 terabyte.
2 terabyte.
I got something big in that Saturn. I don't know what was in there. The Dreamcast, I got I think a 256 gigabyte.
Yeah.
In there with all the games on it.
That's sick.
I mean, again, and the PlayStation 1, I have the X Station, which you put all the games on an SD card. I got, I think, a 1 terabyte SD card. Turn it on, it just boots up to the menu. You pick whatever game you want.
That is pretty sweet, dude. If you had to say, what is your favorite hacked console that you've played on or have?
It's probably original Xbox.
Original Xbox? I thought
the 360 is good, but that wasn't with this USB thing. I had to solder a fucking chip into that one.
Oh,
the 360 is really good because you can play
everything.
You could play GoldenEye that was supposed to come out in 2007, but got canceled at the last minute. You could play that game right now, and you can play it online with your buddies. And that's not the same one that they released a couple of years ago on a Rare Replay. Whatever they released on Rare Replay, that's garbage. This is the real deal. This is 60 FPS.
This is real deal, Holyfield.
Yes. And you could switch between the original graphics at 60 FPS or the new graphics at 60.
Yeah.
And they actually took that feature and put it in the Halo Combat Evolved remake on the Xbox 360.
Oh, I remember. Oh, yeah, you're on the 360. I remember that.
They took that feature from that canceled GoldenEye game, put it in the Halo game.
Wow, that's
a lot of people don't know that.
I actually remember that game. I owned that one because you just had the normal one, then you had the 360 version, and then it came out in the Master Chiefs. But that one was really cool. I did like that one.
So what happened was that game was canceled in 2007. Here's what happened.
Wait, Blood and Sand? Didn't they do Blood Sand or something like that?
Well, listen, this is what happened. Microsoft got a lot of requests for GoldenEye because they owned Rare. They were like, well, we have to go through Nintendo. Microsoft contacted Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo said, okay, but you got to put it on the Wii U. They said, fine. They contacted Sony Pictures to get the rights because Sony Pictures had the rights to the franchise of GoldenEye.
Yeah.
And they worked it out with Sony Pictures. So then they developed the game. The game was ready to release on Xbox Live, I think within the 2-week window. Okay. Now they were going to shadow drop this thing. Bro, at the last second, Nintendo picks up the phone and calls Microsoft and said, we don't want to do this anymore.
What the fuck? How do you do that?
So, and Microsoft already put this shit in the fucking in the gaming magazines. Like GoldenEye's coming back. Like they put the screenshots in there and everything.
I would have told them fuck off.
Right. Well, because Nintendo still had they retained some rights to the assets or whatever it was to the original workings of GoldenEye. So Microsoft backed away because they didn't want to ruin their relationship with Nintendo. Well, somebody at Rare uploaded the fucking the game to what the hell is it? Internet Archive, and they left it there for like 10 years. Nobody knew it was there. And then some dickhead in like 2017, 2018 was he uploaded gameplay of the whole game on YouTube, and we were like, how the hell did this guy get the game? And then during lockdown in 2020, somebody said, yeah, the game is right here. It's been here. It was actually uploaded like 10, 11 years ago. It's been on Internet Archive the entire time.
Oh my God.
So we all downloaded it. The fucking game is awesome. And you can't play it online. You don't need Xbox Live. You don't need none of that. As long as you know what you're doing, you can play online.
Shit. That does look dope. That sounds dope.
Yeah, and you can even do what we were doing. The LAN party, you can LAN that game too.
Sick. I like, man. 360 sounds dope.
But this is what you could do with a jailbroken machine. There was a WWE game, WrestleFest. Not the old arcade one, but they made a newer one back in 2011. And that game was canceled. However, you can download it, play it on your Xbox 360 as long as you have this modification. There was I think Frank knows that there was a SpongeBob racing game or something that was canceled. Play that now on there.
Nice.
What's that SpongeBob, Frank? I don't know. I want to get a 360 to chip. I want to get a 360 to chip and a PlayStation. There you go.
Ooh,
the way to do
nice
it.
Little combo right there.
And a lot of people don't realize this, but when your consoles are hacked, you can actually take your physical disc and back it up.
Oh.
Like Xbox 360, you can rip your games to the hard drive and then just put them back on the shelf. You don't need the disc ever again. Same thing with the PlayStation. You hack a PS3 or a PS4 or whatever. It just PS4, you kind of have to convert the disc a little bit, but PS3, you back it up, put it back on the shelf. It's called Nicktoons Grav Jet Racing. Okay.
Nice. Would it have Jimmy Neutron on the freaking cover?
I don't know. Let me see.
Got a blast. Nice, naturally.
Yeah, it's okay. So it's got SpongeBob, a cow, and Ren and Stimpy on the cover.
Nice.
Yeah, we played this. There's gameplay of this as well. We played this. What was it, like a year or two ago?
What?
Frank?
The Bonk game. Yo, you know what randomly popped in my head? I really feel I feel like you're gonna know, Perry, but I feel like Frank's gonna know. Do you remember this weird character? It's like, what was it? I remember it on the GameCube or some shit. Was it something the Juju, like Tack and the power of the Juju, or Tack Tick?
Yeah, Tack 2.
What is it? I never played it, but it randomly popped in my head. I think my cousin used to play it.
Attack 2, the Staff of Dreams. I know that. I think there was Attack 1 as well. If that's the same thing you're talking about, which it sounds like it is. TAK.
Yeah, it's Attacking the Power of Juju.
Yeah, there it is.
That one. Yeah.
That's the first one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. It randomly popped in my head the other day because I was like, I seen a cartoon. I was like, that just reminds me of this weird character with a game. I think Nickelodeon or someone had a show or Cartoon Network. No, Nickelodeon did. Yep. I can see Frank as Attacking the Power of Juju guy.
Yeah, it's funny because that was a THQ game, and Disney had a big relationship with THQ at the time. So that would make sense.
THQ is friggin'. I love me some THQ. THQ Nordic makes them love them. I think they make the SpongeBob games, right? THQ Nordic now.
They did. They made they made when Disney had Power Rangers. They did Power Rangers Dino Thunder on GameCube.
Yeah, dude, Power Rangers would be a dope game if it was like a single player, linear, very light RPG. Could you imagine? I think I'd die.
Well, you just got to make a 3D Power Ranger game where you get hit and the freaking sparks come out of your chest already. What the hell is this all about? We never got that.
I just want to put me in the world, 3D world. Let me pick my color. I want to be the green or the white ranger, and I just want to run through people.
Yeah, that's why I play Fortnite as the White Ranger, because there's no fucking Power Ranger games.
Dude, that was so funny. Like when we first became friends on PlayStation, I noticed that your picture is the PS4 Power Rangers avatar.
Right.
But I have there's only 2 versions of the White Ranger. And I have the one where I'm doing the move, and you have the normal one where you're standing like this. And I was like,
the one that you have is the one that I've been using in my group chat for 10 years.
Oh, really? My buddy Bipolar had he has I don't know if he still has it, but he has the Green Ranger doing his pose. So I was like, oh shit.
They were the best, man. I don't know.
Dude.
Well, they're bringing it back this year. They're having a whole new they are rebooting it, so you're not going to get the old people anymore. But I hope they keep the costumes the same, because I hate when they change that shit. But
we're tuning in, right? Every week now. Let's go.
Yeah. It's going to be Mighty Morphin again, and people are mad. Like, oh, we want Turbo. We want it's like the franchise is Mighty Morphin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can get Turbo. Turbo came after. I actually have the first Power Rangers movie. And
people want Power Rangers in space. Like, why do we always get Mighty Morphin? We want a Power Rangers in space. It's like, so no one's going to watch Power Rangers in space.
Perry, you're going to refresh my memory. Just clean it up from what I'm going to tell you. So I remember when I was watching Power Rangers as a kid, and you're a little bit older than me, but I distinctly remember this. Do you remember when they fought the Psycho Rangers?
Yeah, that was Power Rangers in space.
And that was Power Rangers in space. Okay, what season was that though? Do you know?
That was after Turbo, so that had to be
3?
Season. That would be season 6.
Oh shit! Okay, season 6.
Season 4 was Zeo. Then season 5 was Turbo. Season 6 was in space. And season 7 was, I think, Time Force. Time Force was like a reboot, because they planned on ending the franchise with Power Rangers in space. If you watch the last episode, Countdown to Destruction, that was going to be the end of everything. Like, they were going to end it, get rid of it. The ratings were so strong with Power Rangers in space that Fox was like, we got to keep it going for a little bit. And then eventually, I think in 2002 or 2003, they sold it to Disney, and Disney just fucked the whole thing up. Disney had a couple of hits, but they had a lot of misses.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think I kind of stopped watching it a little bit after. Didn't watch it as much, if any, after.
I was out by Turbo, and I was still a kid, because Turbo, they brought the kid in, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, as a kid, I knew what they were doing. They're trying to tell me I could be a Power Ranger.
Yeah,
and it's like, I don't want to see that. I want to see the adults fight the fucking monsters and shit.
Yep. Oh man, I used to have a couple of VHSs of the old ones, and I used to remember buy my VHS like specific episodes, like specific people. Oh, man, like I can't remember. I was trying to remember one. I had one that had specifically Kimberly on the front cover, and I forget what bad guy it was on. It was one of those episodes from like one of the first seasons. Dude, the first seasons, oh, man.
The
Amazing.
first season has everything. The second season is where it got serious a little bit.
Yeah.
Season 3 was kind of a clusterfuck. Season 3. I'll say why I said C, because there's season 3A and season 3B. And season 3A gets serious to a point where it's like, what are we doing here again? And then season 3B, it's like, okay, this is Power Rangers again. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
And then that leads into Zeo, which really should have been season 3 because Zeo is like perfect.
Yeah.
It's like a direct continuation of Mighty Morphin. Like it was good. Turbo, I don't know what the fuck happened there, bro. I saw that movie and I was like, what am I watching? The movie was cool.
I was young. I was young when that came. What year did that come out?
97. I saw that in the theater. Which that would be 30 years old next year. Which is crazy, right?
Fuck. I was like 3 or 4 years old. So
the Turbo movie is basically the end of like Mighty Morphin. Like that's like the reunion, and that's like the end.
Yeah. So who's your Red Ranger, bro?
My Red Ranger?
Who's your Red Ranger, bro?
I grew up with freaking Jason, and then I went to Tommy, and then I went to TJ, and then that was Andros, I
Tommy,
guess. You know
but like, do you
Andros, he came off like a wuss, though. He came off like one of the girls. Like, this guy wasn't the freaking leader. Andros from In Space.
Oh, yeah. But my real question was not even, it's more or less just in the beginning.
It was
when
Jason.
you think of when you think of the Red Ranger, do you think of like that first initial season, or do you think of like Rocky?
Yeah, you think Jason immediately.
Yeah, okay.
Rocky was a good Red Ranger, but Rocky as the Red Ranger had like no character develop. Like there was no time for him to develop as a character.
He's like a meathead in a sense, you know what I mean? Just like
he is. And it's funny because in Turbo, he actually gets a couple of story arcs, and that's where you start to see the character Rocky better.
Mm-hmm.
But when he first got there, everything, they were rocking and rolling. They threw them all in the movie. Literally, when they hired those three, was like right before they were shooting the movie.
Yeah, because they had their manager, the other three's manager effed it up for him, right? Because they were like, or something like that. There was like
they wanted more money because
the
toys were selling, and they were in high demand, and they weren't getting any pay raises. And they were like, "Hey, if the three of us walk, they're going to give us the money. Like if we say we're going to walk, they'll give us the money because they're making too much money doing it." They say, "Hey, we're going to walk," and they said, "Bye." They called them out on their bluff.
That's literally the worst thing, dude. Woo-wee.
Yeah,
you hate to see that, bro. Yeah, when I heard about that, I was like, "That's crazy." Absolutely crazy. I had Mighty Morphin on
Joe Valentine, Stevie.
I think I had Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on my Sega Game Gear.
Great game.
I really think I did back in the day. I think I did. Pretty sure it was in the Sega Game
Like
Gear.
I said here before, Power Rangers the movie on Genesis, that's my favorite. But I do like all the games on Super Nintendo and Sega. They're all good.
That is right. Yeah, Chrissy is right. Yeah, they are good games on the SNES and the Sega. That they are.
After Mighty Morphin, all the games started to suck. They made a Zeo game, but it's Mario Kart, and I'm like, I didn't want a Zeo Mario Kart game. Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, I'm kind of mad with the direction they went with the last beat 'em up of the Power Rangers they made. I thought it was cool at first.
I was screaming and yelling on my freaking show.
It like here's like a perception of like how it all went down for me. I popped it in. First couple levels, pretty cool. Like exactly what you're imagining the game is going to give you.
Yes.
And then you start getting to the point with the sword and the punching and this bullshit and that bullshit. And it's just like, the dodging and the chasing, and I'm like, what are we doing here? I want to be a Power Ranger. I want to beat shit up, and I want to hop in the Zord, and I want to beat shit up. I don't want to be chasing you throughout the city like it's Batman chasing the goddamn Joker.
The Zord fight should have been like the other fighting. Like, you just play as a Zord and you're fucking punching this way. Not the first person mode. I get why they did that. They wanted to make it look like it was like realistic and shit like that. But dude, you're punching the guy like you said. And then you get to a point and the guy jumps back and he keeps running backwards, and then his bar goes down. And you're following the guy, but you can't run. Yeah. And then when you get up to the guy to punch him, you don't fucking connect with him, and then he fucking turns and hits you. And you're like, you're playing like DDR at this fucking point. It's like, what are you doing? This is not a Power Ranger game.
It's absolutely asinine, and I had to put it down because I was just like, what am I gonna do here? I just want to enjoy a beat 'em up as a Power Ranger and go through it, but I can't beat it. I almost thought about going back to it, but I did not.
They patched it and fixed it, but they didn't fix that fight.
I was on easy, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to be a fucking hardo out here, like flexing. I play fucking games on easy because I don't have the fucking time to be stressing. And this game is stressing on easy.
You should have seen my stream. I was screaming and yelling, cursing.
Hey, back.
Dude, you should have heard me. You should have heard Talos. I mean, Jesus Christ. You should have heard everybody, dude. You should have heard.
I heard Talos screaming too.
Today. Dude, oh my God. Talos will let you know how his day is going in Battlefield. But let me tell you, I had one of those days today, and I had it in Division, and I am having the fucking worst time of my life fighting these 3 yellow level bosses in Division 1 with Stevie Mac, and Stevie Mac's higher than me in level, so I am hanging on like a goddamn baby tooth, and I'm putting up the drone, I'm dropping heals, I'm hanging in the corners, there's people on my left, there's people on my right, and Jesus Christ, I am trying to hitch myself against the wall, and X just won't hitch me. He won't hitch me, so I get flustered because I'm getting shot.
Oh, man.
So what do? I press the circle button. Naturally, the circle button makes you leap over the objective. So I leaped over the objective, dropping down about 10 feet, only to be landed in front of a yellow level boss where he's like, doot, 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 doot. I literally jumped out of my chair, landed on my hands and knees, my earbuds popped out, and I just screamed. I can only imagine the blood curdling scream that came out of that microphone.
I heard those screams during Dig Dug. I know.
Dig Dug is a lifestyle that some people cannot handle.
Nah, I heard you guys was talking about. I heard you guys was talking about Power Rangers. Were you talking about the new beat 'em up that just came out?
Yeah. Man, I think I'd rather put like car jump starters on my nipples than play that game again.
Yeah, I agree. I recently bought it again on PlayStation a couple of months ago. And I was like, all right, they patched it. Let me check it out, dude. I'm like, fucking throw this shit out. Like, this is
it's just a little. Man. If you heard what Perry was saying, the way he described it with like you finally get up to him and it's like, I got you, bitch, and you miss like the sequence and it's like, and he dodges. It's like, now I have to do this all over again. I have no more health. I can't. How many more times can I handle this? I can't miss this any more times. I'm like,
And the sequence, you have to follow the sequence. You can't just punch him in the face and end the sequence.
Rita's Rewind is what it's called. Yeah,
Rita's Rewind. Okay.
Yeah, it should rewind that back and get my money back.
And that's such. I know my wife wants to even try that one too, and it's just like I still may if it goes on sale or something.
Get it physically because it goes on sale cheaper physically than digital. They're on crack. They want like $27.
Oh, you know what,
Proto? It's not even worth that. It's like worth $10.
Get it on a sale that you feel comfortable with.
You can get it on Amazon.
Don't let us
sometimes
don't
brand
let us,
new for like $20
away from it. You will definitely love it, and you know what? Maybe you might not find it as difficult. Maybe
are the same people that did the Mortal Kombat collection a couple of months ago. Like they fucked that whole thing up.
Is this Digital Eclipse?
Yep, it's Digital Eclipse and Atari. So.
And see, man, I've never had issue with like Digital Eclipse, man.
We never did,
and that's
we were like great. These guys are awesome.
Yeah.
They've been around forever. They used to make Sega Genesis shit.
And then
Love
on top of it, like they even did the Mega Man Legacy Collection stuff. So it's just like, oh, how do they fuck that up that bad?
And they must have new people there or something because first was Power Rangers, and then a year later they screwed up Mortal Kombat.
That's sad. That's sad. So we covered because again I was driving. So did we cover games you should play before you die? We get there yet?
No, we didn't even touch it.
Didn't. All right, well, we're touching it now, and we're touching it with the less than a 10-foot pole. We're going to get up close to it and caress
you hear that, Grandma? Grab the claw.
Grandma.
Yeah.
At that point, it's a grandmother.
Grab the claw.
So, Perry, what do you got for us this week? What's your game you should play before you die?
You know, I had one. I totally forgot.
Hey, his game is Tack and the Power of Juju.
That is not my game at all.
He doesn't have a choice.
Let me see. You know, I'll give you a GameCube game. Maybe I said this before. I don't know, but whatever.
Yeah.
Wario Game & Watch on the GameCube.
Okay. Yep. All right.
That's a fantastic game.
It is.
Never played it.
All right, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Dude,
all right, what about you, Wicked? What do you got?
You know what, dude? Come back to me because I'm trying to think of the game right now.
Oh, shit.
There's no one else to go to.
Yeah, I'll just go, and then we'll come back to Wicked.
Yep.
We'll go. All right, so I'm going to get on camera again, so you get to see my mug twice tonight. But speaking of GameCube, I'm going to go with Killer 7.
It is. Nice.
One of the illustrious Capcom 5. I love this game. If you like on-rail shooters, definitely check it out. And it's just the Suda 51 and Capcom. So it's Suda 51. It's wild shit anyway. But man, I'm gonna go back through and actually replay it because I played it obviously more than once. I own it, but yeah, I haven't played it in a while. I got to do it. So what do you got for us, Wicked? You figure it out yet?
I got it, baby. I got it. It's not Nintendo GameCube, but we're going to stay in the same family, folks. Don't you worry. Hold the fucking train because it's going to be the best game ever, and Frank knows what it is. It's Rayman 2, The Great Escape. And I love that game. And I got that. I had that game on the GameCube, baby. I'm sorry, I had it on the N64, baby.
I have a box at the shop for
that. It was that, and I had
Mario
64.
Yeah.
And I was literally like screaming when I was. Oh my god! I remember.
You know what came in today? Complete box, Mana Legends.
Oh
no! I'm sorry. Secret of Mana for Super Nintendo.
Okay.
I don't know.
The box is almost mint, and the game itself is mint. Has the manual, has the poster.
Man, it's got a big buck now, man.
Run Saber and Super Metroid also came in. Those are
both
$9 games.
Yeah, that's another one.
Rayman 2's on Switch Online. I forgot about that as well.
So Anthony, what's going on? Anthony and Mental are in the chat room.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Anthony and Mental making it in. What's up, fellas? How you feeling? Got to give it up for this chat, as we always do, because they're beautiful, beautiful people. You know, again, I was rifling off names as we were going along. C. Talos Ray is in there now. We got, of course, Mental and Anthony. Deadpool was in the chat. Like I said, a couple of new viewers in, and that's awesome to see. Just great guys here as always. You guys just make the show, help make the show what it is. And just absolutely beautiful to see y'all here. Mall Vegas, I saw that they had popped in, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Venom Dave, of course, everybody in. So, yeah, man, very cool. And yeah, Rayman. God, I haven't played a Rayman game in forever. So I actually think. Go ahead.
The newer ones ain't bad. They're not newer, but like Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins, bro, those are great.
They're awesome, and I don't know why they stopped making them to make Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah,
yeah. That's
dude,
Ubisoft for you.
Awesome.
And it's funny because I think I actually have Rayman 2 on 64. I'll have to go look through it and
It's
see.
the green cartridge. Just so you
Yeah,
know.
I think I have it.
It's
Yeah.
on Switch Online as well. If you got the expansion.
Wife says she's even played it, and it's just like, yeah, because I think we have it. So that's, but
I love
yeah,
that.
man, good
first
picks
level.
this week. Good picks. We're gonna add
I
something to
remember
the
that
show
level.
though. Before we do, we're gonna add something to the show before the whole games you should play before you die. We're gonna have a test for Perry before we put that up. Say, do you remember what you have this week?
Yeah, I know.
and see if the gamers in gamer induced Alzheimer sets in for that particular moment for you.
Oh yeah. I literally had my pick, and
Just gonna go to the bathroom,
whatever
boy.
game it was, you brought it up earlier, and I was like, "That's my pick," and then I forgot. Here, I got a picture of Wicked from Zelda, A Link to the Past.
Oh God, here we go.
What the hell is it? Gotta love new computers because I don't know what the hell I saved this shit.
Yeah.
What of me?
Sort by date.
Show
No, it still isn't here. I don't know what the.
Show me who I really am, who I was meant to be.
Oh, because it saved it as a web BP or whatever the.
Oh my gosh! Show me
I
my
gotta
full
convert it to
potential.
Oh, right, it's right here. All right, let me convert it in Paint.
Yeah, it's probably Leisure Suit Larry.
That is not.
Oh
Leisure Suit.
man.
Yeah,
That's
he was in Zelda.
X-Man's favorite game, bro. Shout out to X-Man. Get better, baby.
Shout out to
need
Sir
you.
X-Man.
Shout out to Sir X-Man.
Definitely,
You,
of
brother.
course. Keep sending them well wishes and love, everybody. Hopefully, hopefully he's doing well and all of that good stuff. So yeah, shout out to X, and hopefully he'll be back real soon.
Well,
So
there's Wicked.
oh, you got it. All right, hang on. Let's get it in here. Let's
see.
That is what
See
Wicked
my
looks
buddy.
like tonight. That is the thief from Zelda.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's him.
I'm not really seeing it, but it's all right, guys.
So it's okay.
It's all right. I'll take it. I like the hair. I got more hair at least.
And we got Chrissy Bakley here saying that she needs Bloody Roar to make a comeback. Those games are really good.
They were.
Yeah, I like the Bloody Roar games.
All right, I got a newer version of the thief.
Okay.
I guess this was on Link Between Worlds. This one, I don't know.
Link between
I didn't finish
Dads?
that one.
Link between...
Yeah, you can go get one and hack it.
I do, yeah, and that's definitely one I want to get. Going back to the topic of the night, the 3DS stuff and hacking it. That's definitely one I got to get.
They're the ears. That's what I was talking about.
Dude, what the flipping tits, bro? Look at my head, dude. Where are you? And I'm saying sorry.
Oh my God.
Tonight. Yeah, it's basically what he sounds like. Look at that. Look at that, dude.
Yep.
What is that? I'm going
He's
into
got
the mosh pit, boys.
Yep. Oh man. That's so good. We know what time it is. Everybody in the chat, get them all ready. Because you know who's making his weekly appearance. Past Man will be here shortly. So make sure you got all your questions ready for him or comments or whatever. Make sure you guys have it ready for him because he should be here any minute. So that's hey, what's Stevie Mac saying here about the thief? That's the face Frank is going to make when they cancel Fable. Which one, the 16-bit or the remake one?
I don't know. Isn't it funny, Proto, how we went last year from $100 games now to $80 games?
Yeah, it's kind of wild, ain't it?
And in a couple of months, I guess we'll go to $200 games. Then we'll walk that back.
Yeah,
what is happening?
It's God, I don't know. I mean, I can't even make a smart ass comment about it because we're just watching this all happen. It's just like, what are we? You know what it is? You've seen Idiocracy, right?
I haven't seen the movie, but I know of real people that are fucking idiots. Yes, I've seen it in real life. Let's just say.
Well, okay. Well, then you need to watch the movie Idiocracy because it's. I always joke that it's a documentary about society. It's not just a comedy movie, but we're literally fucking living it right now.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
So
I think Microsoft is baking brownies. That's what I think. I think they're having these guys go out there and say all this shit.
Yeah, and making brownies.
Yeah.
What Anthony's saying, we're living in a simulation of that, but it could very well be. Who knows? I think maybe we're all blue-pilled.
Who knows?
So,
he's in the back.
Here he is. He is coming from the back cave.
Game Pass, man. And I'm just, hanging out in the Game Pass cave. As you can see, I got my whip behind me over here, and over there, I got the candy machine.
You can't even fix that car. You have to hire Alfred to fix it. The guy's like 90.
That's right, baby. That's right.
You can't even change your own oil.
He's doing an oil change right now. I got him under there. I'm gonna rip him out by his ankles real quick.
Make sure he doesn't break a hip doing it.
Yeah, he's doing it. I'm gonna yank his ankles out and be like, hey! Drop the elbow.
You dropping an elbow on poor Alfred? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Kill that guy.
He deserved it. He burnt my fucking waffles.
Didn't he have Conor McGregor syndrome?
He's got a little something like that.
Oh, shit. All right, we're starting it off. All right, Milfman's got a couple for you, Game Pass man. So let's get this rolling. No rest for the wicked, so to speak.
All right. Game Pass, man. How many times is Xbox going to raise game price hikes, rip off the consumer for the world's most disappointing console? Well, I honestly don't know, because every time we go into a meeting, we just sit there and we discuss how many more times should we raise it. And then we just look outside the window and we see all the fanboys out there that are 55 and over with their AARP cards. We love you! Yeah! And we're like, jack it up, motherfuckers! And then we're like, and then we start doing drugs and cocaine, and then we just end the meeting, and then we go back to reality for a little bit. And then next week we have the same meeting, and we look outside, and we got the same bunch of idiots out there screaming that they love us and that there's value to everything we're doing. And we say, why stop the train? Keep throwing coal in the fire. There's no reason to stop the train. The bridge may not be fully done at the end, but why worry? Why worry now? We can always get new passengers. We can always get new passengers.
Game Pass, man. How much is Microsoft paying these guys to say $100 games and turn around and say $80 games, and next week say $75 games, then 3 weeks later say $500 games?
With fanboyism, there becomes a point where it becomes too much. Where I'm starting to wonder if they take pills and they are now chemically imbalanced, and now they are not thinking clearly in the right state of mind. I've come to that conclusion. But then again, the money's green, baby. And as long as it's green, then we are Team Green, baby. So I'm gonna say that we might be feeding into it all over here at Microsoft. We might be like passing the drug along. You know what I'm saying? That little Xbox drug.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I do have to ask you real quick before we move on to Cougar Man's next question. So how many of those 55 and up AARP card wielding fanboys, how many of them have faux hawks?
That's true.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3?
Maybe 3. And with each one, there's less and less hair on each one.
I'm gonna say this right now in this show, and I'm gonna get nuked out of orbit. I really think Microsoft is paying these fucking guys to say this shit, because this shit that these guys say is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, it's
absolutely
gotta be
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, we're the ones getting. We're the ones doing this for clicks, views, and getting paid, right?
Oh yeah.
Even though my channel's not monetized.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, boys, I just sit in my little bat cave. As you can
Dude,
see,
before we started the show, Pro, you
wall.
just bought me a yacht, and I can't believe it. Thank you so
did.
much.
I did. It's because you guys mean so much to me. I digress.
Sometimes I sit in my Game Pass cave and I just talk to myself because I love living in an echo chamber where I can just hear everything I want to hear, bounce off the wall and come back. And I'd be like, Game Pass is a great value. Game Pass is a great value. Oh, that it is. I love Game Pass.
There it is.
Did I just get mail? Oh, yeah. Game Pass is a great value.
We actually
Game Pass is a great value.
We had some Game Pass games come out today, and they were glorious. Part of the 75 a year. I don't know if you saw it. Rematch. Resident Evil. These are great old games that you can play again in Game Pass.
Well, you can't forget Star Wars Outlaws. They dropped that in.
Star Wars Outlaws is a hidden gem in there.
Whoa. Star Wars Outlaws, by the way, a lot of Xbox guys were against that game. Ooh, the lady looks like a man, right? Remember all that bullshit?
Oh,
now,
I remember all
it's in Game Pass. Holy shit.
Yep, now they're
guys.
It's in Game Pass.
So which is it? What is it? You're going to play? You're not going to play? It's in Game Pass. You're going to play? You're going to like it? What's going on here?
Yeah, well, that's just the whole game. That's just the fanboy mentality.
All the guys were crying. Woo, they money had it. Wukong from Xbox. The developer is lying because he said he couldn't get it running on a Series S. He's lying.
Bitch, it's business.
Meanwhile, it was never promoted on any of the Sony boxes. It was never promoted in any Sony commercial. This stupid game. The minute it comes to Xbox, all those guys stop saying shit.
Oh, yeah, and they loved it.
All they said was, well, I'm not buying it. And they moved on with life.
Well, that's
After
before
crying for a year.
Yep. Well, before we move on to Milfman's next question for Game Pass Man, I actually have a question for Game Pass Man, and it's more of something that I kind of want to get out there to everybody, but see what Game Pass Man thinks about this. Do you feel like the problem in the gaming community is not so much like it is blind loyalty to consoles and whatnot, but do you think it's more just like these echo chambers that these fanboys live in than the actual console companies themselves? Because that's where I think it is.
I think it's very much like a sports fan base in a sense. You have a couple clear-minded people that can accept reality and talk about it. And then you have the others.
The bookie is paying the fans like the fucking games.
And then you have the other ones who just want to hear what they want to hear. And it's just the way it is, baby. And it's the people who want to be real that get called out and called fake. And it's always the ones that are crazy that invent something, great in the world, Things like Apple and all these computers and stuff like this. But then you have Xbox come along. I mean, that's a great product, baby. But, I got to be appreciative of these cuckoos over here, because they keep the money flowing in Xbox. I don't know what it is. They love echo chambers. They love hearing what they want to hear. And if that means there's more money at the house of Game Pass, then so be it, baby. But shout out to the real boys out there.
Couldn't have said it better. But anyway, let's move back on. We got more questions for you.
Yes.
Milkman's got another one for you.
Game Pass Man, why have I never seen you and Repo Man in the same room? Well, that would be because we work two completely different shifts. I run the night shift. He runs the day shift. Therefore, I'm sleeping during the day and eating junk food in my whitey tighties, and he's working all day, and then I work all night. So that's why you ain't going to never see us in the same room unless we both get the day off and it's at a doctor's appointment and we walk in at the same damn time.
Oh, man, it kills me that I didn't know that a Repo Man question was coming. I would have had Repo Man's theme music queued up and ready to go. Because, man, that was such... I don't care what anybody says out of like that era of WWF. I loved the Repo Man, but that's just because I love Barry Darso and I'm a big fan of Demolition and his work. But what he did with Repo Man was amazing. But anyway, here we go. We got one from Stevie Mac for you.
What'd he say? All right, I think I can see Game Pass Man's designated peace spot back there. Yeah, if you can, you see right back there in that corner? I got a nice, it's like a deluxe porta potty. I can do so many activities in there after I poop. I can do karate. I can go to the bathroom. I can have a
It's
safe
too much
place.
info, Batman.
It is everything you need in a porta potty in the Game Pass cave. There is even a TV that plays Game Pass ads. Yes, I said it, folks. Ads in the bathroom, baby.
All right, Mental's got one for you here.
We haven't heard from my good friend Mental on the other side of the border. How's the maple syrup this season, baby? Hope it's right. I heard GP Man was killed by PS Plus Man in a dispute over who would be on top. Well, we might have a different definition of who would be on top. And the only thing that he killed in me was the piece of me that I never wanted to be. Like when Anakin Skywalker died to become Darth Vader. I had to die. I can't. What is this guy staring at me? He's the sweet mother of pearl. But no, PS Plus Man killed a part of me that I no longer needed, that I thought I needed. And now I'm back on the righteous path of Game Pass. So you can suck on that, maple syrup boy.
Damn. Oh, got another one coming in from Milfman here.
Alrighty. Has Game Pass Man made any New Year's resolutions? Yes. Since Phil's got a little bit thinner in his later days, and that hair's looking righteous, I'm thinking of starting tugging on that motherfucker right there. Let's see Phil walk out at the Xbox Direct with a mullet and a jacket because Daddy's putting designer shit on Phil this year. Phil ain't walking in like no homeless guy off the street at these events anymore. He's going to be looking nice. He's going to be looking slim. He's going to be looking like you're going to be wanting a piece of that pie, baby. That's my New Year's resolution. Making my boyfriend even hotter than he already is.
Oh, my God. Wow.
There's
all right. You got one coming in.
Than confidence. Yeah.
Jesus. All right. We got one coming in from Frank.
All right, Frank. Game Pass Man is the next playground in bed with Microsoft. I wouldn't say in bed. That sounds too respectful. I would say like in the casting room, somewhere along the lines of that. They're giving it a go, as they might say, to see if they're really ready to handle the ropes over here at Microsoft. Because once we let you in, it's quite a lot to handle. I mean, you've heard a little bit of the meetings we have weekly and the adoring fans that come out to scream how much they love us every day. And it's quite amazing. They travel usually from the East Coast. There's a lot of East Coasters that just love to travel down there. They love us. Yes.
Oh, man. All right. We got Chrissy Bakley coming in with one here for you.
All right, Chrissy B. Who would win in a fight on let's back that up. Let's rewind it. Who could win in a fight, Underwear Game Pass Man or you, Game Pass Man? Me, Game Pass Man. I don't know if you can see. Do you see these? Do you see these pythons? These 22-inch? I don't even have a license to carry these things. I just walk around with guns all day, like these things right here, ready to let them go. And sometimes, maybe I do, but you know what? I think we brushed up on this a couple weeks ago. The city where I am right now, it is very cold, and I cannot wear the underwear that I was wearing during the hotter states. So now I've been having to wear these things called the long johns. They're a little restricting in the fight, but let me tell you, the shrinkage has been prevented. We are on a go. Game Pass Man wins all day. PS Plus Man ain't got nothing. He's malnutrition. eShop Man is too slow. He thinks he has exclusives, but they're goddamn lame.
Oh, shit. All right, got one coming in from Talos right here.
Oh, my God. Look at that, dude. That looks like a desert. That picture looks like a desert.
Don't worry, though. They're not going anywhere.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's their biggest year.
Right
Come
there?
on.
Hold on. No, you see that like that white Xbox controller that looks like an Elite Core, but it's like not in an Elite Core box? What is that?
It looks like a skin.
Like, is it just a pop-on thing? Like when you put a Hellcat symbol on like not a Hellcat? And you make
I
people
just
think
see
it's a
the
Hellcat?
Elite in the middle. Where are you looking at?
But is that an Elite though? Like the box doesn't look like an Elite. Like
that's not a box. That's a display so you can touch it.
That's
as close as a lot of people are going to get to this Xbox brand.
Jeez, I didn't know. I didn't need to. They don't have that. Well, you must be in a rich town. They don't have that where we at.
All right, let's get Talos Rays here.
All right. Game Pass Man, would you consider taking up wrestling since the console wars are over? Yeah. You know, me and Triple H have talked, but he gave me the script and I was not having it. I was losing almost every single match to these no-named losers. Jesus Christ. I was like, is this the crap you're going to give me? And he's like, this is the best I got. I was like, well, then I'm going elsewhere. And then I read Tony Khan's script, and that was even worse. Jesus Christ, dude. He wanted me to gain 300 pounds like friggin' Y2J did. I wasn't into that. Wow. So yeah, you know, we're just gonna weigh out the options and we're gonna see where it goes. Someone's gonna pay. Game Pass Man doesn't go for cheap. I mean, come on. I mean, we don't even sell Game Pass for cheap anymore. Why am I gonna go for cheap?
No, this is true.
I'm not gonna waste my time.
This is true.
All
right, so this is in reference. Venom Dave's got one for you, but this is in reference to the bathroom you were talking about earlier.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. I just zoned out.
Venom Dave, he's asking about your deluxe porta potty you were mentioning earlier.
Oh yeah, it does. It's got a little dial. And if you go up to 10, sweet mother of pearl, it'll make you howl like a wall. It'll make you howl like a walrus. Oh man, you know those. You know I had to put 7 self-tappers around each side of the reinforcement pole because I was just jumping up from the seat. I couldn't stay locked in. I'm actually considering installing a seatbelt because that blaster, baby, there ain't nothing left.
We got you. All right, we got another one coming in from Talos here, but this is more a request and not a question.
Oh my God, dude, I love this shit. All right, hold on. Game Pass Man, can you give the panel and the chat an oh yeah? Can I get a oh yeah? That's for you, Talos. That's for you.
All right, we got another one coming in from Venom Dave, and I guess cream cheese is topical.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Game Pass Man, is Phil your power bottom? Oh baby, he's more than that. He's more than that. He's more than you could ever imagine, Venom Dave. I don't even know if I could put it on paper. They might arrest me for the words that I'd put down.
Oh my God!
Just to describe what Phil does in the bat layer, in the Game Pass bedroom, in the big green-hearted bed that we lay in every night. And if you really want to know, I am the little spoon, and I make him rub my arms. I make him give me arm rubs.
All right, we got another one coming in from Christy over here. She's really firing them all off tonight.
Game Pass Man, be afraid. Michael Keaton behind you saying, I'm Batman. If Michael Keaton's behind me saying I'm Batman, then I'm going to welcome him with open arms because let me tell you, Michael Keaton, baby. Oh, I'd like to let him hang out at the Game Pass cave for a while. I think he would be a fine addition to the Microsoft Studios. I think he would be quite a great addition. I think Phil would love him. You know what? Chrissy? You have gave me a great idea. I'm gonna invite Phil over, and I'm gonna make sure Keaton shows up, and we're just gonna have a ball. We're gonna paint the town red. We're just gonna go out. We're gonna get pigs in a blanket. We're gonna have a slumber party.
Well, you may have to invite Kratos here too, apparently.
Ooh, Kratos. You know what? We'll come. He's a little picky sometimes with the snacks we get at the slumber party, but yeah, we'll see. As long as he doesn't bring his annoying kid. Last time he did that, I wanted to kill myself. Jesus
my God.
That guy was annoying. I couldn't even shoot a deer.
That was true.
Oh, man. Well, does anybody else have anything for Game Pass, man, before he has to go back to spreading word of Game Pass across the city?
I gotta go. I'm actually here printing more signs for cancel your Game Pass. Psych. I'm just kidding. They're actually for sign up your Game Pass now. The best value in gaming. We're printing them out by the boatload, and we're gonna start sending them out. It's gonna be great.
Oh,
Any
man.
more questions? Ooh, look at that, dude. Look at that. Oh my God, he's done. Phil, no!
Oh, hell.
All right, we got any more questions before I go back to printing? And I'm going to double check. I don't even know. Hey, Alfred, you better be fucking making sure that car is ready. Daddy needs it tonight. Get past right at me now.
Oh, my Lord.
All right. Well, if that's it, then I'm going to have to go because I know Alfred's probably fucking sleeping on that job, that old bitch. Guy haven't had his biscuits today. We'll see how that is. You better be fucking working. I don't hear anything back there. All right, everybody.
All right, well, before you get out of there, real quick, we got one last one from Milfman here.
All right, Game Pass man, can you join the MILF line and carry the bags of all my MILFs as they acknowledge me? Brother, I will do more than that. I will support your MILF line. I will acknowledge your MILF line, and I am the MILF line. Acknowledge MILF man. And if you want to do so, you can twist your nipples like this. Yeah. All right.
I think they already do that at Rare, by the way.
Here. Game Pass man is out. Acknowledge the MILF man. The MILF line is real. It's part of the Game Pass subscription. You got no choice but to accept it. I don't give a rat's hat. You don't give a rat's hat. And if we got to leave you with one thing, I don't know what we're going to leave you with, but I guess it's time to Game Pass the fuck off.
I left this one on the screen here because I can't think of the guy's name, but there is it was a nu metal band, obviously from like the early 2000s, and it's like what their singer looked like, and it's like driving me nuts. But yeah, it's because I see that I'm like I can't fucking place it, and it's like almost a spitting image. It's hilarious, and I know it's Cody Rhodes, but I mean it's frightening. Like I'll have to find it. It's going to drive
Somebody
me.
put that on a shirt and was front row, and Cody saw it and was like, "Man, what are you doing?"
Oh my God.
There's a picture of that.
Funny. Oh man. That's too good. But yeah, that Cody Rhodes thing. I gotta find it because this is gonna bother the ever loving hell out of me. Because when I saw you drop and it has the description, I'm like, that is not a Jamaican Cody Rhodes. That's the singer of XYZ, and I can't think of it. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. But oh well. Well, Game Pass man on fire as usual. And one more time, give it up for the chat here, just really on fire tonight. You guys a round of applause for yourselves. You guys are just keeping it beautiful tonight. Like god damn, everybody is on point tonight. Chat really keeping up with it.
Yes, sir.
Guy from Chimera. Maybe I'd have to look at Mark. I'd have to look at a picture of Mark Hunter and see. It might be who I'm thinking of though. When he had dreads before he shaved his head. Yeah, it's gonna drive me nuts. But we might. Thank you, Stevie Mac. Might be a step closer. But goddamn, guys, that's another one in the books. The first one of the year, and got a whole lot more to go and a whole lot more fun to be had. So let's get everybody signed out over here so we can go on and go on with the rest of our night and enjoy ourselves and all that good stuff. Again, like I said earlier, giving it up for the chat because you guys are just amazing as always. So let's send them all off happy. Let's send them home happy. Wicked. When you're not on Gamin' Ain't Easy Tuesday nights, where can they find you?
All right. You can catch me on Xbox, on PlayStation, and you can catch me periodically streaming here and there on YouTube as the name you see on the screen, baby. Just type it in and you'll find Daddy easy peasy lemon squeezy. Other than that, that's all, folks.
All right. Busiest man on the panel, of course, Mr. Perry Station Pro here. Let them know where to find you when you are not here Tuesday nights on Gamin' Ain't Easy.
You can find me every Wednesday night on the Game Complainers on YouTube for the Game Complainers podcast with myself, Anthony, Frank, and Fred at around 10 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday night.
All right. Very cool. And of course, you all know where to find me because you're here. You tuned in. So you know where I'm at. And again, much appreciation, much love to all you guys here. Go ahead now. I normally don't like doing this, but I think I maybe got to start adding it. Just give a like, give it a share, get the word out there. We're seeing new faces pour in. Let's see some more new faces pour in. That's always a cool thing to see. So like, share, all that good stuff. Let your friends know. Hell, even if they don't like the show, they can make fun of us in the chat. Who gives a shit?
We don't give a rat's head. Hit that like button. We know there's more than 4 people in here.
But much appreciated. Much love to you all. That has been another episode of Gamin' Ain't Easy. Love y'all. Have a good night, and we will see you next week. Catch y'all then.
Peace.